I met Machozi at the African Studies Center at Boston University 6 years ago. We shared what we were doing in our studies as well as what we were hoping to do in the future, and we became friends. Machozi asked me to help him with his website, bennylubera.com, a website dedicated to provoking people around the world and appealing to their basic humanity so that as they bear witness to the violence in Congo, they might be compelled into action. And as he said it, it was his congregation of the world. He believed in the power and the goodness of people. But I have a confession to make to all of you. I didn't believe him and his agenda. After all, I thought, how is it possible that 2 million people around the world, yes, 2 million people, in France, Belgium, Canada, South Africa, Germany, Switzerland, Kenya, the DRC, the United Kingdom, the United States, could be viewing all of these images of violence and read all of these stories, yet still stand paralyzed and are not doing more? I was skeptical. The only reason I agreed to help him with his work initially was because I saw the pain it caused him and the urgency with which he appealed to me. For that reason, it didn't matter whether it was true, but I realized very quickly that it was. As I uploaded the pictures and read the accounts on his phone, it became clear that Machozi had an army of journalists on his side and had hope, which had hope because Machozi inspired them by his faith in God and in people, by his courage to stand up for what's right, and by his undying activism. As I reflected on my thoughts for today, I was inspired by a memorial I attended for Machozi earlier this month. The power of the passages, the songs, and the performances all summed up at the close of the event for me when my phone started to vibrate for a call in my pocket, timed perfectly to the music at the memorial. The context of the event this time, though, made me think of the minerals that make up that phone that help power it, minerals like coltan. Machozi led the fight against coltan mining because it helped power not just phones, it helped power conflict. To me, this felt like Machozi crying out and joining in to say, or what he would say, a luta continua, or the fight continues. I encourage each of you to continue his fight in his memory in whatever way you can, through an action, whether it's signing a petition on the website, donating, using your skills to create awareness, or even writing to the mineral company that stands just 5 miles away from here in Boston, that the United Nations says serves as the engine of the conflict in the DRC. You see, our world is connected. What happens in Boston is connected to what happens in the DRC. Machozi knew that and sought to unite his global congregation, us, to stand strong against the gross injustice. As we grieve with time, let us honor him by doing just one thing in our own way to help this cause. As we stand inspired by Machozi's faith in God and in people, by his courage to stand up for what's right, and by his undying activism.